In the words of the legendary chef and my personal hero, Anthony Bourdain, food is everything we are. It's an extension of a nationalist feeling, ethnic feeling, your personal history, your province, your region, your tribe, your grandma. It's inseparable from those from the get-go. Welcome to Every Dish a Story, a podcast about a place of food in our lives and what it meant to our ancestors. I'm your host, Kat, and I'm going to take you to a new location every 2 weeks to connect to who we are. What comes to mind when you think British food? Traditional English breakfast? Fish and chips? A Yorkshire pudding, perhaps? Well, what if I told you that the national British dish actually comes from Southeast Asia? Welcome to the second episode of Every Dish a Story. I'm your host, Kat, and today we're going to the UK. Back in the 2000s, I actually used to live in England. Shout out to Oxford and Southampton, lovely cities, both of them. Oxford is, to this day, is still one of my most favorite places in the world. Well, anyway, I was a teenager back then, and I had a pretty crappy palate, very undeveloped, so sadly I didn't explore Indian cuisine as much as I should have. Mind you, I did make up for it a little bit in 2014 when I did my yoga teacher training in India itself. I'm a bit of a citizen of the world, yes. But I digress. So even back then, in the early 2000s, even with my crappy palate, I noticed just how much Indian food was a massive part of the British experience. And I really hope I get to visit soon, as I have a very cool bunch of family living there. Well, that's enough nostalgia for one podcast. Let's dive into the topic at hand. Nothing beats sitting down to a steaming plate of chicken tikka masala. This internationally renowned dish, which has countless regional variations, is served in Indian restaurants throughout the world. Although its origins are disputed, the creamy spiced curry and tender chicken are universally enjoyed. So, what is the backstory of this popular meal? Let's begin by delving into its origins, by deconstructing the dish first. What is tikka? Tikka is a Punjabi word which has been commonly combined with the Urdu word masala. The word itself comes from the Turkic word tikku, which means piece or chunk. And what is masala? Masala is a term used in South Asian cuisines to refer to a mixture of spices. Masala can be either a combination of dry spices or a paste made from a mixture of spices and other ingredients, often garlic, ginger, onions, and chili paste. Masala is widely used in Indian cuisine to add spice and flavor. Chicken tikka masala is made with chicken tikka, boneless chunks of chicken marinated in spices and yogurt and roasted in the oven. They are then served with a creamy curry sauce. While a tomato coriander sauce is common, there is no standard recipe for chicken tikka masala. A survey discovered that the only ingredient common in 48 different recipes was chicken. Typically, the sauce contains tomatoes, often pureed, cream, coconut or dairy, and a masala spice blend. Orange or red coloring can be achieved by adding turmeric, paprika, tomato puree, or food dye to the sauce and chicken pieces. The dish bears some resemblance to butter chicken, both in terms of preparation and presentation. The primary distinction, however, is that chicken tikka masala is prepared with a tomato gravy, rather than a sauce devoid of one. Although the dish's origins are unknown, most sources attribute it to the South Asian community in Great Britain, where it gained popularity. Chicken tikka masala may have originated as butter chicken, a popular dish in northern India. According to some observers, chicken tikka masala was the first widely accepted instance of fusion cuisine. The Multicultural Handbook of Food, Nutrition and Dietetics credits the creation of the recipe to the Bangladeshi migrant chefs who immigrated to the United Kingdom from what was then East Pakistan and now Bangladesh. At the time, these migrant chefs created and served a variety of new quote-unquote Indian dishes that were not authentic, such as chicken tikka masala. Peter and Colleen Grove, ethnic food historians, discussed the numerous origin claims for chicken tikka masala, concluding that the dish was almost certainly invented in Britain, most likely by a Bangladeshi chef. They speculate that the shape of things to come may have been influenced by a recipe for Shahi chicken masala in Mrs. Balbir Singh's Indian Cookery, which was published in 1961. Another possibility is that it actually originated in a Glasgow restaurant, Scotland. This version recounts how Ali Ahmed Aslam, a British Bangladeshi chef and proprietor of the Shish Mahal restaurant in Glasgow, invented chicken tikka masala by improvising a yogurt, cream and spice sauce. It's 2013, his son, Asif Ali, told the BBC's Hairy Bikers TV cookery show the story of its invention in 1971. On a typical dark, rainy Glasgow night, a bus driver on his way home ordered chicken curry. He returned it to the waiter, stating that it was too dry. Dad was suffering from an ulcer at the time and was enjoying a bowl of tomato soup. As a result, he suggested adding some tomato soup to the curry along with some spices. They returned it to the table, and the bus driver was ecstatic. He and his friends returned repeatedly, and we added it to the menu. Of course, many doubt the validity of this story. According to some food historians, the dish is simply a milder version of similar spicier dishes found in India's Punjab region. Their interpretation of the dish dates all the way back to the 1940s, possibly even earlier. Additionally, some argue that while the dish originated in the United Kingdom, it was created by Bangladeshi chefs as a way to appeal to the milder Scottish palate with the traditional spicier dishes. According to chef Anita Jaisinghani, a Houston Chronicle correspondent, the most likely story is that the modern version was created in the early 1970s by an enterprising Indian chef near London, using Campbell's tomato soup. So as you can see, the chicken tikka masala's origin story truly is legendary. Those who choose to believe that it originated in Glasgow, Scotland, are widely regarded as the national dish of the United Kingdom, embracing both the island's multicultural and Asian heritage. There is still considerable debate surrounding the subject to this day. Due to the dish's illustrious history, widespread adoption, and variety of preparations, its precise origins may sadly never be fully known. But no matter the origins of this dish, almost everyone agrees on a few critical things. To begin with, the dish must consist of chicken tikka, made with a variety of spices, and a creamy tomato masala, again, with spices that vary regionally and preferentially. And secondly, the chicken tikka masala has developed into a delectable global favorite among Indian cuisine's offerings. So while the first taste of chicken tikka masala may have occurred between 1950s and 1970s, either United Kingdom or India, this dish is now cherished in practically every corner of the world. It is a signature dish in Indian restaurants from North America to Asia, and some of the world's greatest chefs serve it. Together with the vindaloos and butter chicken, it is probably the most well-known Indian cuisine on the planet. And this, in turn, raises the much-debated topic of what the true distinction is between chicken tikka masala and butter chicken. Surprisingly, many Indians will be confused when asked to differentiate between chicken tikka masala from butter chicken. And to be honest, you can't blame them. With a startlingly similar orange hue, these two curries are not just lookalikes, but also top candidates for the title of most popular Indian curry. Additionally, the numerous geographical variances make differentiation more difficult. So what truly distinguishes these two dishes? Simply speaking, butter chicken is rich in butter, as the name implies. This component is used liberally to thicken the tomato sauce and, as a result, imparts a certain sweetness to the flavor. By comparison, chicken tikka masala is the hotter variety with more subtle flavors. Also, unlike chicken tikka masala, the origins of butter chicken are not so debatable. It is widely accepted that Kundan Lal invented butter chicken when he founded the renowned restaurant Moti Mahal in New Delhi, India. Kundan created this curry-based recipe after noticing that a lot of his tandoori roasted chicken was being wasted due to it becoming too dry. He had no idea that this simple dish would one day become a global delicacy known as butter chicken. Whichever way your taste buds go, towards chicken tikka masala or butter chicken, one thing is for certain: you are one of the select few who recognize the distinction between the two. It's impossible to talk about Indian cuisine and curries especially without mentioning garam masala. What is garam masala? Well, as we already know, masala is a term used to describe a mixture of spices. And garam literally means hot. So garam masala is hot spice. It is a common ingredient in thousands of dishes and across hundreds of civilizations. It is comforting, fragrant, and flavorful. Garam masala is a spice combination, not a single ingredient. Garam masala spices might truly vary by region. Black and white pepper, cloves, cinnamon, mace, cardamom, bay leaves, and cumin are all spices used in one of the most popular Indian variations. While there are different varieties of the spice blend, this is the one that is most likely to be found in stores. Other recipes frequently use additional ingredients such as herbs, but practically all versions include cumin. And because it's a spice blend rather than a spice made from a single ingredient, it is relatively simple to prepare at home. The origins can be traced to northern India. Due to the fact that northern India can be colder than other parts of the country, this spice combination would have been beneficial in keeping you warm throughout the colder winters. It has been shown that garam masala can aid in metabolic acceleration, and this is why it's such a warming spice. A rapid metabolism can assist in increasing your body temperature. The spice blend was introduced into many cultures by explorers and traders, which explains why there are so many types. It was and still is today a staple spice in many cultures due to its ability to keep you warm, which is why it is used so extensively today. Between the 1800s and 1950s, the large influx of Desi immigrants into Britain aided the spread of garam masala. As is the case with many Desi dishes, the spice became ingrained in British Asian culture and has remained so to this day. Garam masala is more popular than ever in the modern era. Almost every curry recipe will include some in the ingredients list. This popular spice is also prevalent in practically every Desi culture to some extent. Garam masala is so widely available that it can be found in practically any supermarket. Its history as a warming spice blend has resulted in its commercialization. It is manufactured by a variety of manufacturers and is widely available worldwide. For the best deal, garam masala is frequently available in bulk at Asian supermarkets and markets. Garam masala is also simple to create at home. The spices used in traditional recipes are so common that you'll have no trouble whipping up a batch of this warm blend in your house. Chicken tikka today. Chicken tikka masala is available in restaurants worldwide, including those in the United Kingdom and North America. According to a 2012 study of 2,000 individuals in the United Kingdom, it is the second most popular foreign cuisine to cook in the UK, behind Chinese stir-fry. In 2001, British Foreign Secretary Robin Cook made reference to the meal in a speech praising the virtues of multiculturalism in the United Kingdom, declaring that chicken tikka masala has developed into a truly British national food, not just because it is the most popular, but because it exemplifies how Britain absorbs and adapts external influences. Indian chicken tikka is a popular meal, and masala sauce was added to satiate the British public's appetite for gravy-covered meat. And while I can talk about it for hours, it's on this note that I would like to end our mini excursion into the impact of immigration on British food culture. And you should go and check out the Cheddar Cats YouTube channel, where you can learn how to make the simple and basic version of chicken tikka masala. I have long agonized over this. I didn't know whether to offer you the basic, simplified version or show you a more traditional one. Ultimately, I decided that if you're not familiar with Indian cuisine, then it's better to start with something simple and easy, with ingredients that you can find in any supermarket around you. But if you want, I would absolutely love to revisit this dish and make it more traditional, more aromatic and flavorful in the future. Just let me know. Also, please like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the notification bell. It is so difficult to get the channel off the ground. I mean, it's literally impossible for me right now. So any help with the algorithm is so appreciated. Also, follow us on Instagram at Cheddar Cats. All the links are in the description. And please subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and wherever you get your podcasts. And on every platform, you can send me a message. You can DM me, leave me a comment, and tell me about the dish that you would probably like to learn in the future. And if you can share some family anecdotes, some personal stories and traditions about dishes, I would absolutely love that. Thank you so much for listening. And remember to always eat well, train hard, and love cats. And of course, recycle. Bye-bye for now. I'll be back on September 30th with a new journey.